On to the last.
Last one. And this one's equally as good as all the rest. Like, genuinely, there's that much intrigue in all these games. I just love it. Sunday at UTAS Stadium again, it is the Western Bulldogs versus the Essendon Bombers. Desmond, I've got a fun fact for you to start it off.
Yes.
To start it off right now.
Got some odds here.
To start it off right now. Essendon in season 2021 have beat one top 4 side during the year. Which was that side that they beat?
We all know that.
The Western Bulldogs. That is the side that they beat. Will history repeat itself? No, I don't believe it will. Dogs are just too good and too experienced across multiple lines here. We know they're wildly out of form, but I'm sorry. You can shut up. I'm talking sensible until you get fucking stirred up.
I know what's coming over here too.
Weird cretin. Look at him go.
The Turby twisters off.
He's all swollen and pink like a giant dong.
I'm absolutely going to disagree with you here. Because I think you've got to back the hot hand, and I reckon Des is going to agree with me. No. Dogs are losers of their last 3.
Yeah.
And bad losses as well.
Fine.
Right? They averaged 91 points this entire season. Averaged 62 across the last 3 games. Cannot score. They played in UTAS Stadium a few weeks back against Hawthorn. Kicked 37 points for a game of football against the bottom 2 at the time side. I cannot disagree more here. I don't think the Dogs have got what it takes. I'm right off them. I'm on the Dons train. Dons train, baby.
You know what
Jake
I just
Dustin
did?
Martin Stringer.
This isn't
as the media
sitting right
keeps
on my
calling.
head, and it's frustrating me. But do you know what I just did then? I just spoke, because this is telepathic, and I just spoke whatever I was thinking straight through that man, because I cannot add anything. I think the Dons are going to do it, and I think the Dons are going to do it comfortably. And that is why they are the Des Dog of the Week. I can't find the Des face, and I'm very, very upset. Someone has... I feel like I've been sabotaged here, so now it's the Des hat. It's the Des Dog of the Week. Once the hat goes on, bet against the underdog.
Well, I'm not
$2.48.
I don't blame you.
Do you know that my one concern...
Not only that.
My one concern...
that win that you talked about, that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Next. 2 weeks ago.
My one concern is I do believe that the Doggies should have won that game against Essendon. They were the better team that day. 2 metre Peter kicked 400 goals.
7 snags, thanks for coming.
But I'll get it up. But
he's in a rich vein.
The Doggies kicked themselves out of it because I remember, and I don't remember the exact score, but they did kick 14 points, and I was like, oh, that's tough. They're scoring inefficiency. And you put your point, Rich, and then I'll find you what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I love it when he speaks English.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, Doggies were 12 goals 12 up against 15-7 for the Bombers.
Yeah.
Bombers are going to have to kick that 15-7 again.
I strongly agree.
Do you understand? Do you get what I'm trying to say? They were very efficient in front of goals.
I thoroughly
and
get what you're
Doggies were
saying.
not.
Since that game, though, Dogs haven't kicked that many points.
No, Bruce hasn't done. Bruce tore his ACL that game. Bang, Des Dog of the Week, baby.
I'm going to give you another stat that's going to go in both of your favours against mine, and I don't know why I'm torpedoing my own boat here, but I can't be bothered.
Bombers are the hot.
Bombers on the Don train.
Bombers have played one match at York Park, which is now known as UTAS in the York Park.
And I love where this is going.
They've played one game for one win.
100% win record, baby.
100% win record.
What are Dogs?
The Dogs are 1 win from 7 starts at York Park. I don't care.
Mate.
No, logic is winning out here.
Dogs.
Logic is winning out here.
They shouldn't even be the underdogs. $2.48 Bombers are. Get on them. I need to put this back.
Did you say logic?
Logic is...
Logic of what? You're backing a loser.
No, I'm not... Listen.
If we were sitting here...
Linda, listen.
No, listen to me. If we were sitting in a tab right now, looking at the dish lickers, and you saw a dog that had 1 win in 7 starts versus a dog that had 1 win in 1 start, you'd be like, what is this pile of trash? No way. Take it out. Glue factory. No, all that nonsense. You would be absolutely backing the 1 from 1. Yep.
The only team that I can think of in the league that's got the same amount of brain cells as a greyhound is Carlton, and they're not playing this week, so that doesn't matter.
To be fair, though, this is the only Des Dog of the Week where I would like to be wrong, because it is very funny that the Bombers have not won a finals game since I was almost conceived. I was like 2.5.
Almost.
Yeah.
2.5.
I can't remember the exact 6,700 and something days.
Something along those lines.
Long time.
He's not 2. This jumper, this was my.
Yeah, I was going. What was the name of the individual that owned that?
This was my bathrobe when I was 2.
I'm not.
And now look at it.
Now look, I've liked the Dons this year. I genuinely have. They've surprised a lot of people. They've lost no fans. They probably gained a fair few, and rightly deserved.
They changed my mind.
They just remind.
Tipper's the only thing that I like.
They just remind me too much of Brisbane 2018, 2019, just arriving just a year too early. And it's going to be a great experience for those kids of Perkins, of Cox, Who's the other one? Who's that third bloke that they drafted?
Perkins Cox.
It's a family show.
Yeah, come on, Clayton Oliver's mum's listening. I don't want to hear about no Cox on this show, Jays.
Making me sweaty.
Who's that third kid that they drafted? Who's that other one?
Oh, they've got Sam Durham. There's a couple
there's a few
couple of blokes.
It's going to be great for those younger blokes. B, those blokes like Peter Wright that have never played in a final.
Tipper.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? And C, for their cohesion as a unit. It's proof they're on the right track. But I just don't think with the when I say turnovers, I mean the player turnover that they've had. Blokes like two litre Peter coming in, Nick Hind, Waterman, these sorts of blokes, and Ben Rutten in his first year at the helm. I just feel it's just too early. Next year, yes. Next year, yes. The Dogs are just too experienced. They've been here before.
It's an exciting Sunday game, nonetheless.
Let's talk stats. How many finals have the Bulldogs won in the last 7,000 days? More than Essendon.
Listen,
and recently.
Listen to me. Who cares if they won a final 5,000 days ago? It doesn't matter. Does not matter. I know that they won.
Tell that to the Dons fans.
That's fair though. That is absolutely fair. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. Experience does count, but it doesn't mean everything. The Dogs are coming in such bad form. I just cannot possibly back
Watch
a
them
team.
turn around.
1 point. And have you said your bet yet?
No, I'm not.
You say your bets, and then I'm going to put my point.
now.
All right. Well, my point is
because you'll forget
the winner of this game. It doesn't matter who wins. Does not matter because their fate is sealed, baby. Because the loser of this Melbourne-Brisbane game is going to roll straight over the top of whoever wins this. What you're telling me, Brisbane lose this, they're going to lose to Western Bulldogs. I don't see it. Western Bulldogs are not. He does see it.
I don't know what I see.
Nah.
I don't know what I see.
Bombers win this. They are not going to beat Melbourne. They are not going to beat Brisbane.
Is he providing us some bets?
Yeah, well, let's move it on here. All right.
Their fate is sealed.
So we're all tipping the Dogs. Let's move on. Now, what we're looking at here. My man Marcus Bontempelli is having an absolute stinky patch of form, and he's really the embodiment of how bad the Dogs are at the minute.
Yep.
I promise you, with the chat that's already been in Victoria media this week, every man and his dog, pardon the pun, it was shit, piling on top of him and saying how bad he is and Brownlow this and it's out the door and not good enough and that. That man's too proud and too good to let that sit.
He always responds well.
I'm telling you, Bont for an anytime goal, Bont for 25 touches, 2 locks right there.
He loves haters. Everyone was hating on the Doggies when they played Sydney in this going into the granny, and I'll never forget it. Mm-hmm. And actually, the whole team. It wasn't just Bont. The whole team responded. They are dogs. They're all a bunch of dogs, and they will. If anyone is lucky enough to hear it, which I doubt.
No.
They will take that as an absolute compliment. They're all a bunch of PJ Tuckers, mate.
I'm certain that Bont leads from the front here. Bont anytime goal. Bont 25 touches. Yoink. Alec Waterman. He's been back in the Bombers team for the last 3 weeks, I think now.
I reckon he might be out this week. I don't know if
come on!
I don't know if you saw. He gave away a 100-metre penalty on the weekend.
So yeah, and he kicked 4 goals. It doesn't matter.
The dumbest man alive.
Nah,
that hurts me.
He's too dangerous in front of the sticks.
I know. Yeah.
So what happened was, right?
Idiot.
He ran into the mark, right, as someone was taking, I can't even remember who it was.
We've all done that.
Someone taking a kick, right? Fair enough. Sprints up the ground to follow him, like they all do. What does he do? Immediately runs through the mark again. Gives away the same 50-metre penalty 2 times in the space of 10 seconds.
Oh, it could be. It's my dummy of the year.
And
very funny.
He's standing in the middle of the ground going,
"What I do?
What is this?
Hey, what I do?"
But the worst thing is the commentators are trying to defend him. It was probably Dermy or someone.
It's the dumbest thing.
But they're trying to defend him, which made it even worse because the commentators are mumming him. You know when like a mum sends an email and they're just
okay.
He's trying his best.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Shit like that.
Mumming him as well.
I was crying. It was very funny. But fair enough. If he plays,
he's a dead eye.
Yeah, he is.
And he's dangerous. All he needs is a sniff.
He does.
I tell you, call him Daniel Kerr because all he needs is a sniff. That's all I'm saying.
It's a bit on the nose. Pardon the pun.
Another pun. That was shit as well. All right. So now Bont anytime goal. Bont 25 touches. Waterman anytime goal. And then it's the triple threat. They love 20 touches, these blokes. I'm talking Bailey Dale, Nick Hind, Dyson Heppel, 20 disposals apiece. That's paying $7.
Beautiful. I've actually got a couple to add.
Go on, man.
To be honest. Tinglish for an anytime goal.
Oh, Tinglish, fantastic.
Steph Martin should be back in this week. I think that's just about confirmed.
Yep.
Tinglish is currently paying $1.50 for an anytime goal. And when he plays up forward by himself, he loves it. Absolutely frosty.
Who's going to stop him?
No one. Literally no one. Right? And also Devon Smith, anytime goal. So he has been one of my favourites for the last couple of weeks. So he's kicked 7 goals in his last 5 games. Desmond, what do you reckon he's paying?
7 goals in his last, $1.50 $1.40.
$1.72.
Love that.
Disrespect on that name.
That is actually really good crack for a little multi-builder.
Disrespect,
$1.72,
baby.
7 in 5. Not bad.
There's a few funny ones like that this week.
That is a goal in every game. He hasn't missed a game.
No, yeah,
Goal in every game.
I trust your stats.
That's a funny one.
That's a stat.
That's he's sensible, Dan. He's sensible, Dan. You're Desmond Van Bus. I'm Rich. Armchair advisors of the AFL variety. Thank you very much. That's been week 1 of the finals. Fellas, we will see you next week for week 2 when we have the wash up of what the hell happened this week, as well as what the hell is coming up. So
Chaos.
Like and subscribe. Gamble responsibly. Drink responsibly. Hug your mum. Thank you, Mrs. Oliver. We'll see you next week.
Come on, the Dogs!